What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. We have XRP up to 49.6 cents. We'll dive into the XRP price chart, discuss some XRP news and additional altcoins. So that would be about 65 cents for XRP. Okay, so let's kick it off with the XRP price chart. We actually just broke 50 cents now. I'm curious where we'll be when I upload this video. And we're on the 4-hour time frame, and I'm sure that everybody is essentially just drawing a type of triangle on this and probably taking a measured move. So turning the lights on, we can see just drawing this trend line right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see 1, 2, technically almost 3, and then 4. Did we break out and backtest? And do we finally have that momentum to go on, or are we going to fall below once again? And what some people do here is you take a measured move of this triangle or the height of the triangle at 42%, and then you apply it right at this level or the apex where these points converge. So then you'd take a measured move of that 42.3% and apply it at the apex and then measure it upward, and you could see where that next impulse or that move could take us. So that would be about 65 cents for XRP. And then from here, of course, you can even use this top and draw an ascending channel and just kind of map that range. Hopefully we can stay above and keep pushing. This is the 4-hour. The RSI, the momentum looks decent, and let's go to the daily. And looking at this ascending channel right here, I would not rule this out one bit. I know everybody's bearish. It's entirely possible for anything to happen in this market, but I really like the look of the chart. Now what I've been doing is drawing a Fibonacci retracement on this March-April high right before we start capitulating, and going from the high to the low, we can see that we got as high as that 382 Fibonacci retracement. And looking at that wick and just going all the way across, we can see that we perfectly backtested that double bottom right there. If you're looking at this double bottom, we can also see that we reached that level with additional wicks. Now we're looking at the QNT price chart on the right hand side, and we have XRP right there. And I just want to remind you that QNT did this all the way back in July, hitting that 382. We can see also perfectly testing that wick to perfection right there. Watch, horizontal ray. I mean, pretty much dead center on this 382 Fibonacci retracement, around $84. I mean, I can fix that and make it even prettier, but yeah, right around 84. And the XRP price chart followed the same move just 2 months behind. So QNT had this aggressive V-shaped recovery, whereas XRP was down here at this range in the lower 30s and bouncing a little higher and just stuck in this range like a game of ping pong or pinball, and then we finally broke up to the upside 2 months later. So props to anybody that's been dollar cost averaging or even just trying to keep a little cash on the sidelines. I know DCAing is awesome, but when you're dollar cost averaging at an all-time high price, it doesn't really matter. You want to wait for huge crashes and always just have a little cash or liquidity on the side, because dollar cost averaging is incredibly more important DCAing at lower levels rather than DCAing, each week's paycheck or each month when we're in a bull run. So it's always important to try to have some cash, and when we're at lower levels, or in QNT's case, we crashed about 89-90% from that high, that is the time when you should be DCAing much larger amounts if you believe in your investment. Because DCAing even down here or all the way down here is going to be so much more powerful to lower that cost basis rather than DCAing at this price. And at the end of the day, dollar cost averaging is still one of the best strategies around. And just like when you dollar cost average your entries, so you buy a little here, a little here, a little here each month, each week, however you want to set it, you should also set up a strategy where you can dollar cost average out your sells or stagger out your sells or dollar cost sell. So that when you have different price points in mind, or you just want to get your initial investment out, that is one of the best feelings in the space. And don't get me wrong, because I make mistakes all the time. There has been plenty of alts where I got wrecked in or I'm down 90%. That's part of crypto. But QNT and DAG are two altcoins that I successfully got my initial entry or my initial investment out of, and I'm extremely happy about it because I can let the rest ride. I'm in a good headspace. I'm not emotional when I'm looking at my investment. I'm just incredibly patient with those. Now with other alts that are down and haven't moved, yeah, I'm kind of getting impatient. I didn't get my initial investment of QNT or DAG at the top. They kept pumping afterwards. Did I FOMO back in? Nope. I waited months and months and months, then it came back down, and now if I want to buy back and improve my position, I can. And if the asset keeps pumping or it moons, oh no, I'm not going to have FOMO because there will always be another opportunity elsewhere. So anyways, QNT up to the 786. I mean, we can see as we zoom in, even backtesting candle bodies holding that 786 area right there. There's just so many damn confluences. It's looking great. Remember, there are plenty of altcoins that have hit these higher retracements, whether it's the 50%, 618, 702, or 786. Matic, Uniswap, DAG hit the 50%. So, do you think that XRP could follow suit if we keep that momentum? The RSI keeps climbing. Oh, we're up to 51 cents. That's nice. I'm sure when I upload it, we're going to be back down like always. That 50% retracement would be the next retracement. Are there any other key levels do you think that we could hit? So that 60-cent level right there, starting all the way back in March 2021, before we really broke out and had that big bullish impulse of XRP going to $1.96. going all the way across right there. That's also serving as support, as you can see. Additional support before turning to resistance. And what is that 60-cent level? Wow, that is perfectly 50% retracement. So if you're bullish, I'd be looking at that level. And also what we did in the beginning of this video was that triangle and that measured move up to like 60 or 65 cents, which of course kind of correlates with this zone all the way up there. You can see, you know, 65 cents around there. So I mean, I would just be looking at this big old zone and think that XRP can in fact get up there. And QNT already reached this level back in July and then was just ranging around this level even last month. And XRP is still like right around there. Okay, so overall, I just want to see the XRP price chart maintain above this 200-day moving average. And for other alts that are still at this lower level, including Casper, I would like us to stay. Let me show you. You know, we're below 3 cents. We've been in this range over 100 days. On the daily time frame, I want to see assets stay above this 34 exponential moving average. If we fall below, then we're going to be down here longer. I want to stay above and keep that momentum. And we can compare really quick, and then I want to get into the news. So we have Casper right here, and let's pull up XRP. Try to do this fast because I don't feel like editing today. So notice we came up with that 200-day moving average for XRP, QNT a bunch, and for Casper that's still around 4 cents. I mean, at this point, I cannot believe we have yet to pop up to 5 cents, you know, up to these levels, just like XRP did. Remember, XRP, where was it? Right there, 51 cents, right there, my cursor. Notice Casper, also 5.1, but instead of 51 cents, it's, you know, 5.1 cents. So very interesting. And we can see that 200 MA maintaining above that 34 EMA. Turn the lights on for XRP. That's what I'd like to see. We can see that XRP, when we're at these lows, we maintain above that and then finally got that impulse to the upside. I should stretch that out a bit. But just want to show you similar fractals. Let me close this. I'll show you one final thing and then we'll call it a day with the charts. So you can see some of the similarities. We know that XRP, Casper, Bitcoin, and Ether, they all rejected the 200 MA before that crash, right there, to perfection. Now XRP's made it all the way up. There's a lot of alts that are still down here that, yes, I believe that they can come up. I mean, we've crashed 90%, some are down 99%, and all it takes is a Bitcoin retracement or some positive news or tier 1 exchange listings. It could be a variety of things that serve as a catalyst. And of course, you know, back testing, just previous levels right there and there. So we've been here for, you know, over 100 days. Let's get the show on the road. Now, some positive news for Casper holders. So now they are officially accurately reporting circulating supply on Casper Live or CSPR.live, along with CoinGecko and a few other platforms. And I know that CoinMarketCap, whenever they ping it, will also accurately show the new market cap for Casper. Now let's discuss this and why this is potentially a very good thing for Casper to get recognized. First up, it bumped them up the rankings to almost the top 100, like ranked, what, like in the 120s? So now they're almost a top 100 project, which means that you also get a lot more views and recognition and attention from developers and also future partners. So that's good and establishes them as more of a household name in the space for the future. Of course, they already have NDAs and, you know, partnerships with different governments in India. They have positive things going on in the UAE. They're the chosen city for Fuzhou in China. All of that is impressive within itself, specifically being one of the only alts named on IBM's website. Speaking at Davos, just a bunch of things. If you guys want to check out the other Casper videos, I have staking tutorials. You can YouTube or, you know, search. I did, you know, previous deep dives into Casper as well that are like really long videos if you want to check that out. But now we can see Casper, a $310 million market cap, getting bumped up significantly on the rankings for CMC. And a positive thing, and this is why a lot of tier 1 exchanges are way more likely to list Casper now, is this. 92, almost 93% of all of the tokens are in circulation. They want to list tokens where most of them are already in circulation. They don't want to list a token where there's still 90% left to be dumped. All of the sales for Casper are done. That's good. So overall, all of this is phenomenal, and now tier 1 exchanges like Binance would be significantly more comfortable listing it. Remember, we still have Binance, Kraken, Gemini, FTX, and KuCoin. Those are some of the biggest, and they have yet to list Casper, which they will. Gemini already posted their blog on Casper last year. And of course, more partners and developers will see this attention. So you can go right to Casper Network and see their website. They have a full blog post going over all of this. And if you wanted to learn more specifically why they're doing it, you can. And this really doesn't change anything. All this is just accurate reporting. So that means that all sale tokens, all unlocked private validator sale tokens, and tokens used for developer and ecosystem incentives like DevDAO, Unlocked tokens held by Casper Labs and Casper Association are just included in the reporting circulating supply. So really no change, just accurate reporting, and now it's going to look better on CoinMarketCap when it's updated. Then hopefully some of these big exchanges will be listing Casper. Also, once again, Algo, chosen by FIFA. I just saw some of the NFTs they're working on Algorand's Instagram today. They have central bank digital currency pilots, backed by MIT. James for central bank digital currency, engagement for the company Ripple. James Wallace, the VP. Well, he's side by side some Algo employees as well on OMFIF and the DMI Symposium. And Algo and XRP are both focused on central bank digital currency infrastructure, along with payments in a variety of use cases. And of course, overall DeFi and layer 1 technology. We can see some of the companies and mega banks and institutions side by side. Algorand, Ripple, HSBC, you have Meta or Facebook, IBM, Goldman Sachs, PayPal, Accenture, Ethereum, Marshall Islands with Algo. That was back in 2020, but just showing an example. And we can see this OMFIF, the Official Monetary and Financial Institutions Forum. At the heart of this network is $43 trillion of investable assets, central banking, economic policy, public investment. Looking at the Algorand price chart, still at this lower range. Yes, I believe in Algo big time long term. Bear markets suck, but this too will pass. Next up, guys, so Crypto Eddie sharing this. Check this out. So this is learn.xrpl.org. You can learn to code on the XRP ledger and take a beginner's course. You can see about, we can click this and check this out, learning for developers by developers. You can click courses, and you can take some basic courses right now. What is a blockchain? What is cryptocurrency? How do transactions work on a blockchain? How cool is this? What is a smart contract? Gaming, understand NFTs and tokenization and DeFi. Now, another thing that I've talked about is you can take courses on blockchain and DeFi, understanding automated market makers and impermanent loss. Some of the hard to explain topics without using like infographics or, live, video demonstrations. And I recommend everybody do this. Now, this is not financial advice. You can go to Coursera and take actual courses backed by, I've taken them. They're by Duke, some are by like Harvard, some are by a few other business schools. And I usually take these on the plane. And what you can do is if you take them fast enough and you're watching the video modules on 2x speed and taking the quizzes, you can take all of this and then cancel before any payment goes through. I think you have, don't quote me, it might be a week or 2 weeks. So, you can go through like a 4-hour course on different topics in crypto and blockchain and tech and smart contracts. I think that really helps, just getting comfortable. I'm feeling better talking about it. And when you start reading things in white papers or listening to other people, it just starts clicking. So you can type in blockchain, you can see a few courses. So yeah, University at Buffalo, and then Duke as well. So yeah, I've taken these courses. I think they're really good and just a good foundation. Some of it can be really dry, but if you're passionate about this, I think it was well put together. So you can join and do a free trial, and you can download all of these to your phone. So like I do that, and I just listen to this when I'm on a plane. It's definitely put me to sleep before, but yeah, feel free to check these out. And as long as you take advantage of the free trial and then you cancel, you can go through all these courses for free. We have all types of regulations. This happens once a year with Zcash or Zen or Monero getting delisted from different exchanges. So just be mindful of this. I'm really not too heavy in privacy tokens. I do hold some Zcash. For me, it's going to be a hit or miss. Are you backing Barry Silbert? I almost said Gary Silbert. With his prediction of a $1,500 Zcash, he probably holds a huge bag and wants us to pump his bags. I do see value in Zcash and privacy tokens, but I also know that from a regulatory standpoint, they could be easily attacked. But there's also incredible value. So is it going to have, a nice little pump to the upside, or are some of these privacy tokens going to slowly fade away to oblivion? We have Ripple on the move all the time. So we have carbon title right here. Construction accounts for nearly 40% of greenhouse emissions, and companies like Carbon Title will play a vital role in helping decarbonize this sector. Introducing the Carbon Title, which will accelerate how the real estate industry achieves carbon neutrality. And looking at them, just doing a control find for like Ripple, we can see this company is backed by Ripple. So could you assume since they're leveraging blockchain tech, they're going to be using the XRP ledger? Yes. Motivate the real estate industry to achieve its carbon neutral goals. All emissions data from both existing buildings and those under construction will be easily accessible and searchable to the public, and this data will be available to the public soon via carbontitle.com. From 2020 to 2030, the construction industry is expected to double. In order to meet the United Nations target of slashing emissions by 45%, it would require approximately a 73% reduction in emissions across the real estate industry. So another use case, we have Hedera, Algorand, and XRP, all building solutions. Some have actual live solutions today for carbon credits. Notice that they're not using Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, sure, it can be here to stay, nothing against it. I'm rooting for a 6-figure Bitcoin someday. I know there's some guys that have crazy predictions. I don't think a 6-figure Bitcoin is out of reach long term whatsoever. The same people at 3,000 said we're going to 0, and we went to 69,000. And big thanks to Web3 Hustle for sharing this clip. We're going to finish up with this clip, and I hope you enjoyed. And alt's eventually decoupling, and altcoins just have a higher rate of return. I don't care about being in Bitcoin for a 5x. I'm in altcoins for that 100x, that 500x, or that 1000x. And if you think that's crazy, Q&T still did from an all-time low price to its all-time high for a 2,500x. There's a variety of examples. So whether you believe that Bitcoin goes on to create a new all-time high price for this impulse or this fifth wave, whether you believe everything is doom and gloom and we're going down, we're going to close the CME gaps at lower levels, be in this bear market longer, backtest previous zones, or Bitcoin retraces up to 40K like we've seen in previous cycles, I am super interested in altcoins, utility-based altcoins that are building real solutions at scale. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, my link tree is linked right in the top of this YouTube video description with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.